it's just treating this like a business. It's just treating what you do taking what you do seriously and treating it like a business, like any business. You can't afford. If you run it like a business, you can't afford to shoot something for free for a lot of times for people because you can't. Like these cameras, this equipment, these lights, the audio equipment,
your website, the gas,
takes
all
money.
that stuff
It
costs money.
I can't I shoot to pay these things back.
Right.
And there's no return on me coming to shoot for you for free.
Right.
The exposure is fluff. Like unless it's somebody that literally can post your name on their Instagram or something, and automatically you gain 1 million followers or something. But most people can't do that, so there's no point to be shooting for free for most people. Welcome to the Content Bebop, the channel that's all about helping you create amazing video content to help you grow your influence online. Today, I am accompanied by
Mark Leary
of Videography. And today, we'll be talking about should you work for free in this industry as a photographer, as a videographer, as a content creator, whatever the case may be, to help get your name out there or the promise of more opportunity. Do you work for free? Mark, kick this thing off for us. How do you feel about working for free?
I'm just gonna say it off the rip. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this subject matter, so I'm so glad that you brought it up. Working for free does have its benefits, its pros and its cons, and there's things that can happen, especially like from my background and things that I have personally done. Working for free can kind of make or break you to some extent, creatively and both as a business. But this is such a big topic to really get into, so I kind of really don't know where to begin. I know where to begin. So let's say, for example, you're starting out in this content creation field, regardless if you're doing photography, video, podcasting, whatever it is. You will want to get as much exposure and as much clientele and as many eyes on your product and your brand as you can. So you will want to work for free to kind of build your portfolio. Maybe you want to work for free to work out your processes and procedures, your editing, your timeliness when it comes to completing a project. Yeah, you will want to work for free to build up some of those things. However, don't do it consistently. Don't do it with everybody. Don't do it like just for anybody. Personally, I have a rule when it comes to this. Even now, I've been doing photography for like almost 10 years now. If it's like an idea or something that I want, like I have a certain video in mind or a certain photo shoot or something I'm trying to practice, then I'll look for someone who I can do it for free with, because then I can just focus on those things I want to do. Like if I'm learning like a new photography technique or something, I don't want to just, okay, let me wait for a client who's going to pay me to do this. Let me go out there and practice it and get all the bits and pieces of this look, this shot, get my gear, take my notes, and do all this and that. So when I'm in front of a paying client, I can just set it up, do what I got to do, and keep it moving. With that said, you can get clients out of this by, doing stuff for free. Like, oh, okay, this looks nice, blah, blah, I'm going to come back to you. Do not continually do it for free consecutively with the same people, because then they start to expect it, and then when you start charging them, they're going to lowball you because they kind of have the negotiation in their corner because you did so much work for them for free. Got burnt by that before, but we'll get more into that. What are your thoughts on working for free?
I think you most definitely should work for free. I believe in life there are, this is what I believe. In life, there are no rules, right? So if you just 100%, I never work for free or whatever, you miss out on opportunities. This is the wrong industry to have that mindset, unfortunately. Unless you're like top tier, working on the next Hollywood big budget film, you always have to prove yourself. And even then, you still have to prove yourself. Hey, even big time actors still audition for movies. So I think the key is choosing what to work for free on and what not to work for free. I don't mean, hey, I'm a camera op or DP and I got $1,000 day rate. I don't mean go work for free on some student film for, and you wasted all your gas money and equipment. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is take your expertise to work on a bigger, better project for free or at cost or whatever the case may be, and use that work to help benefit you. There's no point in doing anything for free. There's a difference between doing something for free and doing something for no reason. Those are two different things.
I'm glad you kind of brought that up, that for free aspect and what it is that you do with what you're doing for free. Which means, with that said, nothing's really for free, because if you're doing it for free, there's clearly something else there that you're trying to benefit from or get. Like you said, an example, do something for free and use that experience to work on something bigger. I will do something for free to use it for promotion or marketing for like something that I want to offer. Again, I do like a lot of cosplay photography. So like in the down season, like it's wintertime, so when the down season for cosplay, I'll just do a couple of shoots for free with cosplayers I never worked with before, just because they heard about my work, they want to work with me. Sure, let's do a couple of shoots, because I'm gonna use that work to advertise in the summertime when con season comes around, and I'm running specials and doing things like that. Or it, like you said, depends on the different type of work. I primarily do photography. I've worked on indie films 2021 and 2022 just to get the experience of being on set and bringing my photography skills to those sets. And I was working for free. I did lessons. I shot lessons with a good friend of ours, Shan. I can't wait for that to come out. For free, all 10 days, just for the experience. And I was doing BTS video. I never really done video. I'm not a strong video editor. So I use that as an experience to learn, to grow a service that I want to eventually provide to other people that I will charge for. Minimum $500 for anything video work. Check me out.
I feel you. I actually mostly agree with you. One tip, when I first started as a PA, I quickly learned that as a PA, and I'm trying to relate this to working for free, because as a PA, you work a lot of times for free or at low cost. But I quickly learned to just hang around. I knew I wanted to be in the camera department. I knew I wanted to operate camera. And as a PA, they put you everywhere. They have you running to go get lunch. They have you going to pick up people's dry cleaning. Devil Wears Prada is a real thing. Like, regardless, even here in Atlanta, it's a very real thing. And I learned quickly to focus my attention and to it's just about being smart. Like, I knew not to hang out in the office because I didn't want to be printing papers all day.
Right.
I didn't want to go run and get coffee for everybody. I knew to hang out in the camera room, and I'd help them like maintain the equipment, or I'd help them, or on set I'm running towards them and I'm not hanging off in the office with the office PAs and the producers and stuff.
That's a good pro tip. That's a really good pro
I think
tip.
so too, because you had to learn really fast to not waste your time.
Right.
Like, I spent my time, whatever I had to do today, I had to call out of work, I had to spend my gas to get up here. I'm going to get something out of it, and that's what it's about. It's not about, don't confuse working for free with working for no reason.
Right.
Those are two separate things. Like, you can do anything for free, but you still just want something out of it.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's the world we live in. And sometimes, a lot of times, there needs to be a benefit to you.
Right. It has to be. And that's another point that you brought up that I'm glad you brought up. Classify the type of things that you do when you work for free. Like, for example, this is a Thai flash film kind of lesson thing that he taught us that I kind of disagree with, but I'm gonna bring it out there. Beta clients, like I mentioned earlier, if you're working or if you're in the beginning and you're starting out, you should work for free more. But once you're more established, start looking for beta clients. Again, this will help you establish your processes and procedures, get you to understand that you need to work on certain things and how to fix them. And, beta clients, you wouldn't charge them for what you're doing. Usually you would go to the beta client and say, hey, this is one particular thing you're going to be a beta client on. I want to work on this one thing. It could be like testimonial videos. It could be headshots. It could be interviews, whatever. You'll do this for this one client and you'll have, a contract, do everything under contract. And stipulate everything that you're doing for them as a beta client, why you're doing it for free and what you're going to use the work for, and then use that. And then eventually that beta client might turn into a client. Or you can have your clients and offer them beta services, which is another way. I wish he would have put that. You can take a client that you do receive money from for services and offer them a different service that you're trying to work out and make it a beta service, and you wouldn't charge them for that. That's another way of doing it. And like you said, another thing is education. If you're going into this and want to learn something or gain a new skill, the education route, that's always invaluable. That's a huge investment in yourself, is learning how to do stuff. Like, you can read all the books, study, watch all the videos you want. None of it is going to come into fruition until you're actually out there in the field practicing what you've been learning. I cannot express that enough. YouTube University, lynda.com, a lot of stuff. it didn't start clicking until I was out there taking pictures and shooting video and actually working with clients in different situations and environments to understand certain things. And that's one reason why you would go out there and want to work for free once you have a better idea. I do disagree with the work for free thing once you're more established. Well, I wouldn't say that. Once you're like you said, higher up and you can command a certain dollar amount, there's nothing wrong with doing pro bono work for a client. Let's say you have a really good client that, gives you a lot of money. I've had this in the past where I've had a really good client. I constantly work with them. I saw something that they needed. I was like, hey, I already have everything I need to do this. Let me just do this little small project for you, free of charge, no whatever. And it helped build a better relationship with that client because they didn't know I could do that until I did it and gave it to them. And I just happened to have all the pictures and all the videos that I needed to get this project accomplished. And they loved it so much, it now became the thing that we consistently do for their business to help their brand. And I start out doing this for free, and now they pay me for it. So yeah, it's a lot. Like, work for free, it's a lot. This is a heavy subject in my eyes because, like, I've done so much of it and I've been hurt so bad by it. But we're going to get into that. What are your thoughts? Do you agree? You disagree?
On
like once you get higher up into working, having pro bonos.
Like I said earlier, I think you always should be working for free. Not constantly and not
right,
always.
Not constantly. Right. You still have bills to pay. You still got to eat.
And you got to take it. Again, it's just about working smart. It's just working for free, not necessarily going out and the next person that call you like, hey, I'll do this job for free. Don't worry about the price. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for yourself,
right?
Especially the higher up you get, do something for free. Like sometimes you have to create the work you want to make. So
that's a good way of putting that.
A lot of times have a 9 to 5 or something. You take that money or whatever money, however you got it, take your money, your own money, into making the next project that you want to make. Like if you shoot a lot of cooking, food commercials or a lot of photography with food or something, but you want to do car stuff, you take a little bit of money, take a little bit that you saved up for a little while, and you take that money into buying the better equipment or try a new editing technique or whatever the case may be into shooting a new video with this new car thing or something. You can get a car off Turo, you can rent a car from Enterprise, and you go out with some friends and shoot that video. Nobody gets paid. Nobody, you just do it.
Yeah.
And that's when it comes to working for free. That's what I mean for free. I don't necessarily always mean, a friend calls you and he heard you do videos and now you're shooting free videos for him. That's not what I'm saying at all. Unless he just puts you in this friend puts you in a really good position or something, or they have the connections. Like if your best friend was Jay-Z or something and he called you to do a free video, yes, you should probably take him up on that. But and outside of that, I think you should work smartly and work for free for yourself or something that's going to benefit you.
I have a small pro tip because you reminded me of something that happened to me. Beware of free exposure. If someone comes to you offering, say, hey, I'm a X and YZ influencer, like you just said, and they want to work with you and they don't pay you, they said they can pay you in exposure. Beware of that because everybody always say they can pay you in exposure, but that doesn't mean what you think it does.
It never does. Never. That should be a code word. If you hear anybody ever offer you exposure as payment, automatically cut communication.
Right.
That should be a red flag.
Like unless they're Jay-Z, Rihanna, somebody with a huge following and somebody who can simply with an utterance say, go check this person out, support them.
Right.
Don't do it. Beware of social media influencers, any clients, business owners that say, I can give you free exposure because they don't understand the meaning of the word. Often they think just because you do work for them, they're going to give you a shout out, photography by X, Y, and Z, and you're going to get, no, that's not how that works. You might get 1-2 views, you might get 1 or 2 likes, 1 new follower, but nobody's going to be calling you. Or if they do, they're going to be like, I heard you did this for free. It always happens that way. It always happens that way. It never reached out and been money at the end of that when people reach you back and like, I heard you did this and that. Like that for free thing will kill you.
Yes.
But that brings me to this. What are some other, let's say, cons of this working for free thing? That you may have personally experienced yourself.
Well, it's just treating this like a business. It's just treating what you do taking what you do seriously and treating it like a business, like any business. You can't afford if you run it like a business, you can't afford to shoot something for free for
Right.
a lot of times for people because you can't. Like these cameras, this equipment, these lights, the audio equipment,
Your website, the gas,
takes
all
money.
that stuff
It
costs money.
I can't I shoot to pay these things back.
Right.
And there's no return on me coming to shoot for you for free.
Right.
The exposure is fluff. Like it's unless it's somebody that literally can post your name on their Instagram or something, and automatically you gain 1 million followers or something. But most people can't do that, so there's no point to be shooting for free for most people. I think there are pros, but the cons in most times outweigh.
Yeah. Another con I can think of. This is why I, in the beginning, specified like you don't continually work for free for the same people. You spread around a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Because you get to be known as the cheap guy once you start charging. Because people see your work, and if they know they can get it for free or for a discount, they will always push for that. Even if you have your set prices and you show the value in your work and the return on investment, they don't care. They know they can get you for $200. They will do whatever it takes to get you for $200. I have left clients because they have used this against me because I've spent years giving them discounts and handouts and all this and that, and then one day they flip script on me and tell me, you never give us stuff for free. And I was like, I never give you stuff for free. All right.
Hey,
So
you don't go to McDonald's asking for free stuff.
Right.
What you think you don't get out of me for?
Exactly. And I brought up all these things, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? This relationship is no longer worth it for me. So it's time for me to move on and do something else. Exactly. And I wish you the best of luck. I'll help you find a replacement, but I won't be continued to be taken advantage of. It's my fault for being known as a free guy, but in his heart, it is really hard getting out of that. This is really hard.
It is hard. As a matter of fact, I strongly believe you can never get out of it. That's why I don't believe in doing it or even offering discount. I don't even believe in offering discounts.
Yeah, stop that discount stuff.
Please stop discount stuff. I was talking to a friend earlier today. I was telling him the story. It was like a friend from my past, and it's like such a hard lesson I had to learn, but I've never forgotten it. Just giving people huge discounts, especially undeservingly. You know, it can get a little muddy sometimes when you're dealing with friends. It can get a little muddy. Like, this is my best, this is the homie. I know him. Yeah, man, I come out, whatever, just shoot some gas money or something. But that's very, very few, like, very close friend, like a brother type people. But, like, I had to learn a lesson. Anyway, going back to the story, I had to learn a lesson from an old friend. Like, there was a lady, I was charging like $150. This was a long time ago. I was charging like $150 to shoot this video. I brought out drones. I had a stabilizer. We had extras in the scene. We had like a location locked down and everything. I charged $150. And I'm shooting on a Canon C100. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not top of the line. But this is also like 5-6 years ago. So it was a great camera. I mean, it still is to this day. But, I'm shooting with nice stuff. $150. And anyway, it just went sour. And all I'm thinking this entire time is I'm here for $150. I spent more in gas getting to these shoots than I'm making in. She's complaining. I'm going to spare you all the details. But it was a crazy story. And it's just a lesson learned on not giving people these crazy discounts. And they aren't having to do anything for you. Just being nice. Just being nice will get you hurt. Especially in this bit. And in life, it will get you hurt.
I 100%
just being nice
agree.
to people. Don't do it.
I agree. I'm so glad you brought that up, that whole $150 thing. One thing I've learned, and this is just like, just off script, you have personally told me that I need to go up on my prices. I need to hit a higher clientele, and I did. Never got a single complaint from anybody from my higher, like, budgeted stuff. Like, I've made terrible, awful mistakes. Oh, it's okay. I know you're going to fix it. But the $200 clients, $150 clients, every 5 minutes they calling you. Like, I'm packing up from the shoot. When the picture's going to be ready? I'm like, the contract says 3 weeks. Like,
they don't
3 weeks.
Cheap people don't read contracts. They over your shoulder. They treat their $100 like they just gave you $10,000.
Oh my God! Yes. I give you $200. Yes, you do.
They last couple bucks, and corporation they have budgets. They have
exactly
set aside budgets. If they don't like it, they just don't work with you again. You take a cheap person's last $200 to shoot a video, and they hound you. They trying to kill you.
Right.
You going to court. You fighting people. Like,
but first of all, don't go to court for $200. Just give them what they want. It's not even worth the headache.
Yeah,
but beware. All we're saying is just beware of what you're doing when you're running a business. Yes, you should work for free, but there are a lot of pros and cons to working for free. But anyway, you should work for free. Just be cautious and who you work for free for, and always have a plan of what you're doing when you go into it. If you're going to work for free, what it is you're getting out of it. I'm sure Marcel in editing and post will put up some of these tips and have a list of something. You're not going to do that.
Maybe.
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 No, it's not. You're just putting up whatever.
Maybe. Work smart, not for free. If working smart equals free, fine. But work smart. Remember that first. And money a lot of times does equal smart. But remember, work smart, not for free. Don't confuse the two. Work smart. Because sometimes working free is smart.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. It is. Sometimes it is working. Rarely. Don't get it twisted. Very rarely. But it's possible. Especially in this industry.
Another random tip. If a charity comes to you and wants you to work for them for free, don't buy into that because they got money.
Yeah, stay clear of non-profit.
Yes. All of them. Not all of them, but most of them. Because they are, and I hate to say this because I don't like ragging on this, but churches will also do that. They will also get you and convince you to come out and work for free, sow a seed. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Unless it's something you need for your portfolio or something you're trying to get out of it. Again, just if you're getting something out of it, that's fine. But if they're offering you nothing for your services, stay away from it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time, effort, or energy. And that's it for Content Bebop,
I believe so. I think that's it for this episode. Please
like and subscribe.
And if you like the content.
If you found us interesting, I'm sure you have. Like and subscribe.
Check out Blurredography when you get a chance. If you're interested in blurred.
I talk about more than blurred stuff. It's just nerd stuff. I just call it Blurredography.
Sure.
Cool. It's almost like I need to watch that other YouTube video that I saw on YouTube about naming your business. Should have saw that before I named the business.
Check that video out somewhere too in the name card thing.
It's going to be right here in the center. Yeah. Just put a thumbnail right here in the center. But yeah, this has been the Content Bebop. It's not a podcast. It's just what we do.
Yep.
Later.
Peace.